So Candy, have you got a lot of work now that you need to sort out before Christmas still?
Oh, I am so backed up. I could not sleep for 4 days and maybe get half caught up.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're lucky now because, I don't know, we've just had a notification from the company in Korea that the prices is going up with 10% in January.
Boy, am I lucky.
So I've just checked stock today, and we're sitting with 15 machines in the country, 3 different sizes. So yeah, that could make a difference. But I still think it's one of the best machines on the market. It's just my personal favorite.
What brand?
SWF, Sunstar International from Korea, the SWF industrial machine. And they've brought out that new MA6, the desktop model, which to me is also it only comes out in a 6-needle, single head 6-needle, but it does the same job, same quality, not the same size. The biggest size I think is about 3/4 of the size of the big machines. But really a nice little machine. If you move away from your domestics onto commercial, that is the way to go for it.
Well, they've got a great support team in California.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. If you buy a machine, it doesn't help you buy a machine that you don't have support on it. So you need to look at that. That's the very first thing that you need to look at. But I was on the net the other day.
They had me up and running in 24 hours.
Okay, I think let's start. If anybody pops in at any point now, they can just fill in with what we're doing. What I would like to start off with is monogramming, because it's time for towels and small gifts and all those things. And I would like to show you, I'm sure you can see the design, otherwise you wouldn't have said that you can see it from the other side. So if we look at our monogramming designs, we always need something at the back. So I'm going to call up this monogram that I did. It's 5 inches by 6 inches. And I'll go and show you how I did that as well. In Studio we have that shapes, I think that's what it's called, at the top. And within shapes we've got all the basics and the badges and all those items. So I went and stole one of the badges. I hope my line is clear and I hope you can hear me on the other side. So I've had some hassles today with my internet.
Sounds good now.
Okay, that's great. Okay, it doesn't look as if the screen has changed yet for you. So you should see a blue badge in the middle area when the screen changed. In any case, I went and collected one of those and then played with it and played with some stitches so that we can create the background for a monogram. There you go now. So, and then I used the different fold type. Instead of the normal fold stitch, I used the pattern fold type there. And on the outline, I used a 2mm satin, 2 different sizes, just move them one off the other one to give me that 2-color effect in there. So from here now, the next step would be to take it over into editor. And then we will go and add fonts to it. Right, let me just wait for the change there. It's changed and then go over it. So, Sue, can I pick on you tonight? let's go and do
As long as I don't start spluttering on you.
So let's go and do a nice SW, and I'm just going to look for a font there so that we can do a monogram for you on this. So I'm going to go into my TrueType font, my TA at the top of the screen icon. Click on that. And then go and look for the nice SW. I'm just going to see if I can find a font that is not so curly. It's a bit small. There we go. Right, so I've selected.
One they don't recognize.
So I've selected that Radagund. It's the one that I've got here. You should basically have it as part of the font that's in the download area. And
I'm not getting a font.
No, there's no font here either.
is it not up, not on the screen yet?
No.
No.
Okay, I'll be waiting. Then I'll wait for it to change. In that 2000 fonts that's on the computer, I think there will be about 3 alphabetical letters that I'll upload now in the next week, so that we've got the whole range up for download. The screen is still the same. You know to get how to download your fonts into your font folder on your computer. In other words, not on your Windows font folder, but to create a separate folder on your computer, just straightforward in your C drive, call it fonts. And then any font that you download from fontgarden.com, all the fonts that we have on the website, the 2000 fonts, you can just go and extract them into that folder. And then in Font Engine, you can then go and set up that as your B folder. So it will by default pick up what's in Windows. In my screen, I have 196 fonts in my normal default Windows screen. And then I have the 2000 in the other folder. Does not look as if your screen is there still, eh?
No, we have the fonts.
You have the fonts now. Okay, great. That's 100%. So now we go over to Properties. And on Properties, I'm going to work with Auto Column and the character side, but not with an outline. In other words, without any outline. And then I'm going to move over to the layout section so that I can increase my size of my lettering. And that you do when you click on the letter, you get your font handler, and you can use that to increase your font size. There we go. And that should be fine, 3 inches. It should be 100%. Let's go OK. And let it generate the stitches for us. And I'm just going to go and change the color of the lettering. So that can come out clearly. Right, and there's our first monogram.
get it.
Mine's still compiling.
Yeah, we're still on the font engine.
Is the screen working on your side yet?
Very slow.
My audience indicator just shows that you can't see the screen yet. Okay, I would like to change the W and make the W a little bit bigger. And because I've selected red for the color, I'm just going to change that color to something else so that I can split these two
Oh,
letters.
there it is.
There we go. That's that one there. So I'm going to split my two letters, the S and the W, so I can increase my W or just rearrange them in the layout. Right click on the stitches in the stitch section on the right hand side of editor. Go down, right click on it, and then go and say split before item. So that will give me then two objects. Hi Monica, I see you've also joined us tonight. It's too quiet. Right, there we go. Please shout if you can see the screen. I'm in 3D view at this point.
We're still changing colour to red at the moment.
Okay, I've changed it to a goldish color, the fonts, the writing. Sue, what machine do you have?
Pardon?
What machine
have?
do you own?
What machine? I have a Genome 300,
Genome 300.
300A.
I think Monica has also got the same as Candy. I'm not sure. I think it's a... Monica, how many needles have your machine got? Not talking to us tonight.
The Brothers 9 and the SW 12.
You've got a 12 SW, on the SWF side 12, and then
we
9
got
on the
red.
block.
Oh,
Okay. So yeah.
yeah.
Right. Screen's ready yet? Blue background.
Yes, we're on red now.
Goldish writing. Or still red on your side?
Red writing.
We're red still.
You're still red there. So somehow the line is a little bit slow tonight. Okay, right. Next step, I've arranged my designs. Made the two letters loose, rearranged them inside the background. And I can now go and just press Control on the keyboard and left click on the two letters to join them again. Click on the join button at the top. And then just go and join the whole lot together.
Mine are gold.
Right.
We're gold
got
now.
Just trying to get the see what can you see, what can't you see. Somehow my screen is lying to me. Right, so we've got gold there.
We have gold.
Yeah,
I can change that. And then I can quickly email it through to Sue. Go file save. File save the design. Sue, you would be working with Jeff?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, so let's go over to manager.
The W is separated from the S.
Doesn't help I put the mic off and I don't put it back on, eh?
Oh my God.
I was coughing a bit and put the mic off, and I was carrying on talking and nobody answers me. I thought, and then I saw the green light was not right, was not on. Right, are we still in editor? Have we moved over to manager yet?
You clicked the button, okay?
No, we're still in editor.
Yeah.
Okay, somehow our lines is a little bit slow tonight. Okay, what I was saying is if you want to do your monogramming for any purpose, you know, especially on towels and all that, where you've got this plumage coming through, you can go to into Studio and grab your in your shapes option in Studio, grab any shape that's there. Just make your size big enough, and then object 1 will normally be your full stitch. So you'll grab full stitch, change your parameters from full stitch to pattern, and then use your pattern area at the back. That will basically pull your plumage down on your towel, especially if you're going to do a towel or something like that. And then when you use your shapes, your outline is normally a satin. I normally throw that satin that satin outline away that's there, and then use the full area. From the full area, create outline from full, so that you've just got an outline area around it. And then the first thing that you need to do is to create, when you use that outline area, is to check whether that if you change that outline into a pattern. Remember last week when we did the blanket stitch on the applique, it was going the wrong way around. It was going towards the outside, and we wanted it on the inside. So you need to check whether your pattern is on the outside or on the inside. In this case, with the design, we would like to have our pattern on the outside. So if it's on the inside, you would click on that option, which is backstep, which will create a new object in the opposite direction, and then you will use your outline pattern on that. So that will give you the outline area. And what I did with this one is I created another two, copy another two, convert from fills, and change them into a satin stitch, but 2mm satin stitch, and made the one slightly smaller by going onto the transformation tool, just clicking on it and reducing the size until it basically fits on the inside. And that's why I created this. Now if I put my lettering on top of it, my lettering will not disappear in the towel because the pattern fill at the back will keep that area open. Where do we stand on screen now?
We're still in editor.
Still saving.
Is it still saving now?
Keep
Wow.
talking.
It's like it's frozen.
This is crazy.
It's that cold.
We're cooling it off for you.
So I get the message.
Okay.
There.
We're into manager.
Meeting manager.
Right, now
We hit him with the tickle.
now in Manager, I'm standing on my GFD. I've converted in Manager. That will take a while for you to see it, but it's just at the right-hand side under Files. You'll see that there's a Pest design and then the GF design. And I'm just going to go right-click on that, go to the Internet options, send attached email as an attachment. Let me just check if I can find Sue's email address quickly. Where's my list? Sue. Okay. Right, and I've sent the design off for Sue. She can test it quickly while we chat. So by the end of the class, she can tell us if it was working fine. So we'll see if the internet is faster or slower than the screen. But it's off on the way. I'll include this in any case in the download file for the video clip. So it will be there as well. So you should have, I'm just waiting for the screen here to change so that we can go back. That should be fine. Any questions on using a monogram then with a background area?
Oh, you're emailing it now.
Right, second thing I want to show you is when you've got these big designs, how to strip them down into small sections. And we've said a while back that we would like to do it, and I'm just scared that the year is going to be finished before we get to that point. So that was that Steenbok that we had on the screen when we came in. And I'm waiting for you to tell me as soon as when you see that. So please give me a shout that I can take it over. I think I'm going to take it over in any case into editor so that we are there. And then we can work from there. Just take the design over into editor. So group size, change group size. Still need a bit. So let's go on up. That would be 11 by 18. That's not going to work. Go custom. Width could be 10.5, not 15, 10.5 by 12.5. Yeah, that's much better. Right, I'll be waiting for you to shout when you can see the little buck in the editor program on the screen, and we can take it from there. I've had the request in the beginning that quite a few people asked me if I could split these designs for them so that they can embroider them on the 10 by 10 hoop. And I tried that with one design and then stopped and say no, it's not worth it. But now with this new technique that we've figured out in the last month, I will break it apart and do it like that. So we can then split it up in this design. I'm going to split up into 6 sections and then show you the art about that. Monica, are you still online? It's gone. So let me know if that email gets through to you. I don't know, can you check your email where you are now, or you check it at work?
It hasn't come through yet.
It's not through yet. Okay.
Still waiting.
Still waiting. And where's our screen at this point?
Still waiting.
Still waiting.
I went and created a small strip of full stitch, which is about 1/4 of an inch wide and fairly long. And I'm going to import that by merging it into my design, and that I'm going to use as a layover to create to split my design. Okay, there we go. It's lead strip. And set size. Keep aspect ratio off. And then just reduce height to 12.6. And then go over to 3D mode. I don't know what's wrong with the lines today. It's as if everything's going slow. Is the sound still all right?
I got the ear now. The dough.
I'm not talking in Morse code.
No.
Has something new been with splitting?
Yeah, it's something new I want to show with the splitting, Betty.
Okay.
Ah, something different than we saw last month.
Yeah. What's visible on your side, Betty, at this point? Are you in editor screen yet, or still on manager?
I'm in editor.
Editor.
No, you have the merge
I'll put
file.
it
The
back.
merge and the merge files are showing.
Okay, so we've gone through the merge.
I've got it back.
And then you should see a reddish color strip that will come in the middle of the design if we threw that. My audience indicator tonight does not change. It's just standing still. Okay. Right, if you look at the top of the screen, we are working in inches tonight. So I have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the right, and then minus 5 to the left. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this object, make a duplicate of it, that's by just right-clicking on it, create a duplicate, or pressing Control D for a duplicate. And then I'm going to move that into position 2.5 on the right hand side. And then on the left hand side on my icons, I'm just going to go and center it vertically. So it brings it 100% in line with the design. And then create a duplicate again, pressing Control D. And setting that to minus 2.5 by using your position on the screen. Set position object. That can take it exactly to where I would like it to be. And I should have 3 bars of lead bars now in front of my little animal. And the last one that I'm going to do is create Control D. And do a rotation, 90 degree rotation on that. So that I've got it right through the middle.
Where did you come up with the box?
Sorry, Betty.
Underneath on the right hand side.
On the right hand side, the blocks that's there. Is that
The object.
in the object bar?
Where? Right.
Uh-huh.
Is that for setting size? Is that what you did, or?
I'll show you now. I just want to check what's going on here. Experience a degrade in audio quality. Can you guys still hear me quite good? Come on, come on. I just hate it when this happens. Right, I think we're back online now. Sorry, Betty, I've had a problem on this side with audio. The 4 objects on the right-hand side in the object bar is that item that I called in, and then I went on the left-hand side on the icon bar. I used the set size tool to set the size, and then just below set size, no. Let's just try and see. Please give me feedback if you can hear me. Betty?
Yes, I can,
Candy?
I can hear you.
but I can't figure out where you got the splitting.
Okay, I'm going to tell you now. I just had a problem on this side. For some reason, our audio was gone quickly. So I just want to go and call this up. I went and digitized that strip, the lead strip that's in front of the animal, and I merged the first one in. Then I went and did the copying, in other words, the duplicating of each one. And on the left-hand side, if you look on the left-hand side, you've got the magnifying glass. Below the magnifying glass, the icon, you have the set size tool. And then below the set size tool, you have the set position. Okay, so the first thing that you do with your set position, especially now with the new EMA 2008, where you can actually see where your rulers is, makes it that much easier for you.
Could you do that with cross stitch?
I'm sure we can. Exactly what we're going to do here now. If you do a very big cross stitch, you can break it up like that as well, yes. So that you can then have a big design in cross stitch broken down into smaller sections, and you can embroider the smaller sections in your hoops, in your normal hoops. Right, so now we should have 3 vertical lines and one horizontal line below the animal on the right hand side in the object bar. So I'm going to take them and join them into one object.
I've only got 1 vertical.
Is yours all vertical? Is the horizontal one not there yet?
That's all we've got.
No, it's just the 1 vertical.
Just one vertical.
Right.
Okay. So let's see. Time is going very slow tonight. Okay. So if I can then get a rephrase, then what I did is the first thing was, it was that first vertical line, brought that in. I've digitized that separately, a quarter of an inch wide by about 16 inches long, and it's a normal full stitch. Merge that, save that, merge that into the design, and put that on line 0, on 0. In other words, your vertical position 0. Put that there. Then to the right of that, I went and added a duplicate of that at 2.5. And to the left of that, I went and added a duplicate at 2.5 as well. So now it's splitting my design into 4 sections. And then the 4th one that I did, I took a duplicate of it and turned it 90 degrees and put that on 0, and that 0 is on the horizontal 0. So now it's split my design into 8 sections, 8 equal sections. It's not, I haven't done the split yet, but I've just created the grid for that split there. So when you get to when you see the 3 verticals and the 1 horizontal bar there, you can shout and you tell me that you're ready, and then I'll show you how to do the split. I then went and took all those, let me call them my lead bars, and joined them together into one object. So they're one object now. And I'm going to take that one object and do a mask over the design. Candace, I hope I haven't lost you yet. You're still on air. The line is very quiet tonight. All right, Monica. What do you see?
I've got one horizontal, vertical line and then a double vertical line to the right of it.
Okay, so we still need to go and move over to
Through his face.
bring it to the left so that we can let it down and then join them and all that. Okay. Kristen, from your side, are you close to the computer?
Mm. There's times where you're fading away and coming back.
Yeah,
Sounds not fantastic to me.
Yay!
for some reason, I don't know what's going on. I've just seen on my control bar that sometimes we lose audio quality, and well, we haven't lost signal yet, but we've just lose audio quality so far a few times. So I don't know if there's a thunderstorm somewhere else tonight. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and call up the two designs by clicking on object number 1, which is the animal, big size. Just give you the size of it. Just wait for the size to change. The size of it is 9.84 inches by 12.4. I'm going to click on that, plus I'm going to click on the bars in front of it by holding my control key in, so that I've selected both the objects, or otherwise I could have just gone and say control A, means select all, and then go down to the edit screen at the top, go into edit mode, and go down to mask. And the shortcut for mask is Shift Control M, and I'm going to mask the design. And
I have three
you've got three
vertical
verticals,
lines, one
horizontal
in the middle,
right,
and one horizontal across the center.
and the one horizontal across the center area. Okay. So now we've masked the design. And if I undo the view on the lead colors, you'll see exactly where the split of the design is. And that is where I can now go and manually cut my design into pieces, breaking the segments apart, because I've actually done now and created a 1/4 of an inch strip and taken that out of the design in total. If you take your design as is and just cut it straight forward with your single freehand select tool, and you move them apart, you basically lose the proportion of your design. In other words, if you take your design and you start moving them left, right, up and down, the aspect ratio of the portions basically change. But with your 1/4 inch portion that you add in, you can now take, like with your quilting, and go and put it together and put that area over it. I don't like with quilting to use satin stitch. It's just a personal preference. I'd rather use a fill to do that area, or I'll rather go and use a binding. I believe you get a nice binding in that looks like lead. I've seen it advertised in, I think it's the embroidery magazine, the machine embroidery magazine. And the quilters are also now jumping onto the line on that as well. Okay, so what I'm waiting for you to tell me when you can see that is when you can see the little animal without the bars in front, but with the segments that's been masked out. And then we know that we're there. I will send you this design as a full design as well, plus the broken down pieces, so that you have 8 pieces that you can use the design with, and I'll send you the color chart as well. What thread would you like me to list it in for you? Betty, what thread do you use? Wow. So has your email arrived yet?
No, not yet, Phil.
Not yet.
Did you spell it with an S?
Okay, I'm going to save this design quickly as save to design. And in 8 pieces. And then break it apart completely. So please, ladies, shout as soon as you can see the little animal without the bars in front of him. I went and cancelled my telephone line today because, what you believe it or not, since the 29th of September, they still couldn't fix it. Right, so now I'm splitting
You've
it.
gone again.
Am I gone again, or is the screen gone again?
You had gone.
Was I gone for a
We
second?
heard about that you got to the 20-something of September and then it went away.
Oh, remember we had that funny thing in September, the end of September, with that one class that I couldn't do the class because Telkom fiddled on our telephone lines?
Yeah.
Well, I went today to cancel my telephone line completely. I'm going through this wireless iBurst facility now because from the 29th of September up to now, they couldn't fix the problem that they caused.
And Neotel's not in your area?
Not yet. Well, have a look. We'll have a look and see what happens.
Ah, the screen's just changed. The black lines are gone and it's gone beige. We've just lost our black lines and we've got blanks behind.
You should have blank. You should have blank spaces now.
Where the black lines were.
Yep, that's what I was hoping for.
Not entirely blank. We've got some
Little
lines
lines in
going
between,
through, but not much.
Yeah. We'll have little lines in between.
Almost like one layer of your spermatas there, but not all the layers.
When you split your stigmata, you find that when you mask it, there's like a jump stitch that will go through from the one object to the other one that's still there. And that's why I'm physically now going and
jump stitches.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm physically now going and cutting them with my freehand select tool, going around the areas and just splitting those areas. So it will allow you to do a very big design and then mask it and split it down to smaller sections. So are you busy with that with your granddaughter project? Kristen. No, it's Judy. Sorry.
No,
Sorry,
I
Sue.
haven't got any grandkids.
No, it's Judy. I'm just thinking now. It's Judy. It's Judy that was busy with doing a stigmato on her granddaughter. Yeah. But even my computer screen is slow today. Ask it to split the sections and it's just not doing it. Crazy. Betty, can you see the animal with the white areas in between now?
I'm just seeing where you're going around the outside on the right-hand side.
You're making
Okay,
a box.
so I'm ready to split that section. So I'm clicking on it, select that, and that will then change over. We've just talked about the lady and she's just joined us. Okay, so selected that area on the right hand side and split it, and then I'm going to go to the left and select the middle section of that and split that, and then I'll have my 4 strips that goes down, and then we need to split those 4 strips into loose sections, making each one of them an item on its own. So the whole design will now become 8 sections in total. And then I'll save them and separate them, and then you can do them separately on a piece of the embroidery machine. Do each one separately. That's what I would do, not put placements and do a multi hooping effect with it. I'll rather place them separately and then stitch them together afterwards. Except if you are Monica or Candy, then you will be able to take the design and do one design at a time. I mean the full design. Judy, I'm sending you the pin. I don't know if you've received it on the other side.
Philip, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead, Candy.
Philip, I have a question on this.
I'm listening.
if okay, I could do big designs. So on the bars, if I put the bars on top of the design and welded them or joined them or merged them to where it would take the stitches underneath out, what would that effect be?
It all depends if you're going to leave the reason for masking is basically to take your axis away and not stitch one area over another one. But for me, it works fantastically if you want to do splitting there. It reduces the stitches at the back. Object 1 stitches completely in that area, and it allows you to basically have less stitches on that first design, plus no bulkiness. On your big machine, I would, with the stigmata at the back, I would not split it on the 15 needle that you've got now. I would just put the bars over it and use the bars as a decorative item.
So it would make the animal look like it's looking through a window.
Yeah, that's the effect that it'll give you that effect. Remember, stigmata is not thick. It's not a high density design, eh?
But the animal is a high density design. It wasn't done in stigmata, was it?
It was. No, it is stigmata, this.
Oh.
Yep.
Completely.
Completely. The whole animal is stigmata work, except for the signature on the right hand bottom corner. The rest is all stigmata work.
Beautiful.
Judy, can you hear us now?
I can. Sorry to be late.
Not a problem.
I'm sad I missed it.
That's fine. Let me see if I can do the split again. For some reason, my computer was shunting me around with the split. There we go. Might be lucky this time. Yeah. So now we've got on the right-hand side, on the right-hand object bar, we basically have 1, 2, 3 items there, 4 objects. I just need to go and right-click, hide all colors on those objects. And then right-click, hide all objects, all colors. Now, one thing I've found is if you've split your design, and it still consists of 2 components, and you split around the 2 again, it gives you a problem that it will basically ignore the first split. So you need to go now. I'm now going to go over the left-hand item, the left first portion on the top of the design. I'm just going to take that and make that loose of the total item. So go to Freehand Select Tool. And then just go around the top area and just break that apart from the total design. And then go back to the next one. At least the splitting looks as if it's working now. And split that one. I still have the 2 sections at the bottom. Just right click on the first color object, hide all colors. And I can go back to my design area and then split the last section at the bottom. And then I should have my 8 design pieces that's there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Go there and hide all colors there. And then on the first 2, hide, not hide, color, hide all colors. And then go and hide all colors on that one there, and then I just need to put those other 2 back on. That's the doubles, where are they? There we go. And go show all colors there, and then split them quickly. So,
Candy, can you see the screen?
Yes.
so I'm splitting the 8 segments so that I've got this 8 segments loose.
I'm not getting it.
I am not either.
Well, I've got the screen with segments, and then
The second set
is
is red.
yeah, that's what I have.
That
Yeah,
was
that-
way back when.
Oh,
No, that was, we had a problem with the time delay. It was standing there and it didn't want to split for some reason. So sometimes we do have this fantastic technology that does what it exactly wants to do, not what you want it to do. Okay. Betty, how many objects do you have on the right-hand side now?
so when we get the real lesson, we'll have real time.
Yeah, in the real lesson you'll have real time. At least what I'm, because it's recording on my side, fortunately. Lucky me.
Yeah.
And we should have now 9 objects on the right-hand side if everything is done.
Now we have no objects.
Nothing. Okay, I'm slowly but surely turning all the objects back on now, but each one will now be a separate object. Show all colors. And I'm going to move, the last thing that I will do is I'll move the bars down to the very last object. And then we can save it. I'll then do a save as design. And there's still one to go. And that should put the whole design back into place. Judy, how's your project going with your stigmata and your granddaughter?
Well, I'm afraid it's shelved for a while. We've had a massive destruction of the kitchen, and we're busy getting it back. But I'm trying to keep track of what you're doing because I'd really like to do that.
Okay, if the video clip will help you a lot with it.
This
so
is
give
interesting
you the
too.
chance to really go and do it.
I did download the puzzle
Uh-huh.
and actually broke her up. I did have a question on that puzzle.
Well, I'm listening.
Okay, I didn't know. The black lines, the shaded lines of the puzzle show up in the picture. How did you avoid that in your Sufmato?
The actual puzzle, the outline of the puzzle, you're talking about
There's
that?
kind of a dark line and a shiny line as well. Yes, yes.
Okay. I basically digitized the puzzle sections as puzzle pieces and not over it. And that way the program picked them up as separate entities and not as the total design. Because the shading portion and the light portion of the picture actually would pick up if you go over it. In other words, if you do from corner to corner around the whole area, you will actually have that puzzle piece line inside your digitizer.
Beveling almost. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like if you take a torch and you shine on a puzzle, you'll see exactly where the pieces is and where you can take them apart. And that shining portion is the one that's giving that extra piece of shading in the design for you. So when I did that line, I actually went and digitized each.
Right.
I think it was 4 pieces.
So how did you avoid it?
I went and digitized each piece separately. So I actually digitized on the edge of the puzzle piece.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Oh, okay. Yes, because when I did it, you could definitely see it was a puzzle. Yeah.
Okay, where are we now with the screen? What is visible at this point?
Everything but the center.
Everything but the center.
No objects.
Still no objects.
The whole center section is gone.
Okay, so the whole centerpiece is gone. And on the right-hand side of your screen, the objects that's there, how many objects are there now?
We have the top right-hand object boxed. The lower right-hand is visible with your signature.
Uh-huh.
And then the very left corner, top and bottom.
Okay. I've just
But only one object.
You still only have one object on your side. On the right-hand side, Judy.
I couldn't hear you, Phil.
Okay, now say on the right-hand side in the object box, have you got only one object still? Okay, audio connection's gone. I see we're losing audio.
Really
at this
slow
point.
this morning. Yes.
Monica, your screen.
There's some of the objects. Some of the objects are back.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things on the right-hand block. 8 objects.
8 objects.
And you've got a block around the bookie's bum.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a drawn line around there.
Okay.
His
So
tail section's gone, so you've got one column missing out down the left at the.
All right.
It's sort of his rump area you've outlined at the moment.
So I'm back on this side with everything. It's ready. I can close off. If there's any questions at this time, let's see if we can give it a bit of time to show over and that you can see what's what. I've moved the bars back to be the very last object on the right hand side, and I'm going to go and save them now. File save separated as, so that we've got all the loose units there. And then we should have 9 pieces that will go through onto the machine, and the whole thing I will take together for you and put the whole item plus the video. So it will be the video clip that I will upload, And then under the editor section, I will upload a zip file with all the loose pieces. That will be in there as well. Object number 2, 3. Let's go through the process and save the whole lot. And then the full design as well, the actual buck without being broke apart, I will upload that for you as well. So the ladies with the big machines, you can by all means go and embroider that. Monica, I still haven't found that zebra file of mine.
And that was the best one.
Yeah, the one with the 3 zebras. I'm still looking for it. I still haven't found it. I hope it's not on that hard drive that I need to send to your area to be fixed.
And if you take the hard drive out and put it into another computer, you wouldn't be able to read it like that.
No, they apparently said I need to send it to these computer doctors. They work in a lab environment and cool aircon or whatever. I think if I send it to Sue in the UK, it might get cold enough to work.
It might decide that, hey, listen, this is cold, I better start working, otherwise they won't come back.
Yeah. Okay, so I've saved all 9 pieces.
Right, otherwise, you know what you're going to be doing over the Christmas holidays. You're going to be redoing the zebra.
Wow, yeah. But I've still got the photo I've got, but the actual stitch file I can't find. And I've stitched it out. It's hanging in my studio. And especially with those three zebras, one next to each other, it was actually quite a nice design.
Yeah, that's magnificent.
Right, Betty, what does your screen look like now?
I'm just showing there's 7 pieces in the object bar, and then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got 9 in the object on the right hand side.
So you've got 9 objects on the right hand side?
And it just says show all colors.
Okay, so I'm busy putting them back.
And it's just clicking and
putting them back on. Okay, so the last thing that you'll then see would basically be when the design is back with the lead tape in front of the bars basically be in front of the animal again, and they're all being in place.
Okay, he's just missing his front feet. At the moment, he's only running on back legs.
Okay. Kristen Brown. Is Chris left us? Is Chris leaving us now? Right.
Yep, the bars are now down at the bottom.
Bars are down at the bottom now, so they're back in place, and then they should now then show up that the bars is actually in front and the animal will be at the back.
Yeah.
Right. That's the call for today.
I look forward to the video. Thank you, Philip.
That will, yeah, I think the video will be without the delays that you've received from your side. And I can't tell you why there was delays today. For some reason, it was my audio viewing piece at the top stayed red all the time. Normally, it basically goes and show as you can see. It will basically show, but tonight it stayed red the whole time. So I could never determine whether you can see something or not. And that's why I had to ask. Right, Betty, lovely day to you. Remember, next week we're doing the poinsettia, the applique poinsettia, and that will be our last class for this year, and then we start in 2009 again. So 2008 has gone past.
Wow.
Who's going on holiday, driving and getting away from home over the festive season? Monica, I know you're leaving next week sometime.
I
Not
am
me.
giving away my secrets.
Okay, and Candy is saying she's got so much work she'll.
Oh, you're going to go on a photo shoot.
Yeah. So I'll take a break
I'm
over.
buried.
Take a break over the New Year. That New Year weekend, I'll take a break for about 3 days. Just go to the bush again, take my camera with, and see if there's some nice pictures that I can pick up. Ladies, wonderful day. Looking forward to speak to you then next week. Last class, as I said, that will be on studio, and we'll do the applique, and it will be the poinsettia applique that we'll be doing next week. If there's no other questions, then I can stop the recording.
Thank you, Philip.
Pleasure, Candy.
Okay, cheers, Philip.
Cheers, Judy.
Thank you.
Cheers, Sue. Cheers, Kristen.
Yes.
Right,
Thank you.